Welcome back to The Last of Us. Looks like we're starting with this character that Isaac met with before defecting, Hanrahan. They really don't want you going into the basement or anything coming out of the basement.
There's a shooting near the borderline between us and the Scars. Treaty might be broken. He's dealing with that now.
This has to be a little bit in the past if the truce was just recently broken.
What happened?
So yesterday, that's where I sent a squad down to B1.
And that did not go well.
Hoping for more of the same, I sent another squad down, and I put Leon in charge, because he's my best. He was struggling to breathe. He said it's in the air, and we did what Leon said.
Jeez. I mean, that was the best call you could have made.
I'm sorry about your son.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's so sad. Oh my god. A very nice reveal right there. Leon was her son. That's was a nice little gut punch for a character that I just met and don't really particularly care about one way or the other. Am I going crazy, or is the intro right there like getting more red? Dina, I love that you're such a strategist. Ellie really needs it.
Why? Because I'm stupid?
That's not the word I would use.
Really? What word then?
Non-school oriented.
Fuck you, I went to school. Let me
That's
help.
rude.
I'm triangulating. Do you know how that works?
Yes? With triangles.
I mean, if I had a protractor, it would be a lot more accurate.
Oh, I actually brought a protractor.
You did?
No. Aw, sweet. Alright, are we gonna get future days, or are they not gonna do that because of the timeline of the song technically not being able to exist? That's beautiful. I like how in both show and game, she's just immeasurably lucky to come across not one, but two places that have a functioning guitar for her to use. Oh, my heart. I really don't want to hear you sing this song. I love the sound choice right there. Like, a moment to grieve interrupted by just that rage simmering under the surface.
Did you figure it out?
I think so, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, she's focused now.
It's a big fucking something for them just to ignore. Why aren't they patrolling it?
Filled with infected?
Infected.
Probably. They never shut up. I hear everything.
They just keep talking.
It's good. They're overconfident. It gives us an edge.
It does,
But
but what we're doing is reckless, so kind of a wash.
Let's go be reckless.
no, this is gonna go so horribly. So you guys just never gonna go back for Shimmer, though? Like, just gonna let Shimmer starve to death in that music store?
Oh, if it's a girl, Ellie. If it's a
No.
boy, Elijah.
Really?
No.
Elijah is a cool
What
name.
the fuck?
We shouldn't be here. We shouldn't have come. I shouldn't have dragged you here. You're having a fucking baby. What am I doing? Dina.
Yes, what are you doing?
Whatever reason Joel gave those people to do what they did, he didn't deserve that.
Debatable, but I would mostly agree.
What if my mom and sister were beaten to death in front of me? Would it make a difference if my family had hurt his people first? No.
Good point.
No. I promise you, I would have hunted him down forever.
That makes me sad for a lot of reasons that I can't really get into without spoiling things. But that's a very nice bit of dialogue that they've added there.
If I die, it's on me. It won't be your fault. So what do you want to do?
If you die, that it doesn't matter that you just said that. She's gonna blame herself for it for forever.
Keep going.
You keep going because you just can't let it go. That need for revenge is just too intense. This definitely looks like an office section, which is reminding me of a specific part in the game, and it's making me very nervous.
And nothing's come out to kill us. Yet.
Great. Maybe.
Emphasis on yet.
I mean, yeah, you should do that. Because you're the one who can't get infected.
Good point, Ellie. See, Ellie's
How's it look?
rash, but not stupid.
Haunted but empty.
Oh, just like us. If it gets bad, and we have to make a choice between shooting or running, we run.
Last resort. I got it.
She's like, please tell me you do.
Oh, you think that no matter what happens, I'm just gonna start firing?
Literally every single time, yes. Don't get angry, and that's exciting.
And I
That's one
love
of the
that
reasons I
about
love
you.
him. But I do want to make it out of here.
You love me?
Oh, that's the first time they said it to each other. The place does look haunted but empty.
Do you hear something?
I think the fact that she doesn't hear anything is what's freaking her out. Which makes it pretty obvious to me that what we're dealing with here is stalkers. Oh joy. Is that a leg? Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck that.
And why is it hiding? We split up. Whichever one it follows, the other one comes up and takes it out from behind. Plan?
It's so risky, Ellie. It's so risky. I don't like the idea of splitting up. There's more than one. A lot more than one. It's a lot more than one. I mean, at this point, just run for it. Just go
I'm
forward.
gonna lure as many as I can. You're gonna run in there, secure the gate, secure however you can, and stay in there. Go!
Sounds like a plan if I ever heard one. Oh, shit. That was pretty smart. They're tag teaming it. Damn, how strong are they? Who's shooting? Oh, is it Jesse? Righteous.
Did you get bit?
No, of course not.
You gotta go.
Did they bite her? It looked like they were definitely biting her. Oh shit, oh shit. The situation has gone from bad to worse.
No, we don't go in there.
Great. More infected.
Maybe. But we can't go back that way.
Probably not infected this time.
Impressive triangulation, by the way.
Thanks, that was old Dina.
Trust me, I didn't think it was you.
Okay, fuck you too.
Fucking talk to you right now.
Oh.
Like you two were gonna die out here, so we snuck out the next night. It's a good thing we did.
You know what, we're doing pretty fucking good up
Up until what?
until we weren't.
And then we all go home.
No. Ellie.
Ellie can't let it go. Oh shit. Here we go. Ugh. What a fucked way to die. Oh, that's awful. That's really awful. That just made me clench everything. Ooh! Oh shit.
I'll leave them away, get her out.
Yeah, time to get moving.
Get her, fucking go!
She sees you. She watches over us all.
Shut up. I mean, it might be better to just find a place to hide. Looks like you did. Well done, Ellie. Can't let it go. Don't kill the dog, Ellie, please. I mean, do what you gotta do, but try not to.
There's a critter or something. All clear.
Not even gonna double check. Not the greatest guard. It was nice knowing you, Nora.
Put that shit down. Hands up, turn around. You remember me? Yeah, you remember me.
I'm sorry you saw it happen.
You're sorry kind of
Why
means
should I ever have
nothing.
to see something like that?
Stop it.
Sometimes. Yeah, that little bitch got what he deserved.
Here we go, game on. Ooh, shit. Ooh, shit. Where are you gonna go, Nora?
Where are you gonna fucking go?
That sucks for you. You're in the fun place. Now, we finally get to see the spores. Oh, I see them in the air. Holy shit. That's pretty gnarly. And again, the set design that went into this, wow, genuinely impressive. Oh, that is so disgusting. Is it gonna pop out of the wall? Oh shit. There's Leon. That is beyond a worse fate than death. Like, that is really an awful way to not even go. Again, you get to just suffer like that for forever. Even has the same lighting as the game and everything. I love it.
We're infected.
No, just you.
Did I?
You're her.
That's right.
The immune girl, you're real. Joel shot him in the head. That's what he did.
And she still doesn't care.
No. Where's Abby?
Ooh, I'm really feeling like the coldness, the downward spiral for her character.
Where is she?
No.
Where is she?
Where is she?
Oh, it's honestly really sad to see her go down such a dark path. What is this? Are they choosing to give us a flashback right now? That is a wild time to do that.
Hey, kiddo.
Hey, Joel.
Hi.
Wow. Rude way to end that episode, but that was very, very good. Maybe a bit short, but a very good episode. I gotta say, ever since getting to Seattle, I'm really enjoying the direction that the show is taking with this story. Like, not only are they following all the major beats pretty spot on, but the little additions that they've made, following suit with the first season, are just great additions to, like, really add more depth to some of these characters. I did really enjoy the opening sequence, explaining that spores are now a thing. It was done in a very ominous and tense kind of way, while also being extremely sad by the end of it when you realize that she sent her own son to his death without realizing it. Like, that whole time I'm wondering, like, why is she so emotional about this? Yes, it's tragic and awful that you sent your own men to go be infected without realizing it, but it was such a strong emotional response that it almost didn't make any sense. And then you find out that it's her son, and I was like, wow, that's really rough, actually. I also like the little book smart conversation that Dina and Ellie have. At first, I was a little worried because Ellie seemed too chipper, like just too happy for my liking, considering how revenge consumed she's supposed to be at this point. But she's still kind of in the afterglow of a wonderful night with Dina and them, like, fully consummating their relationship and deciding to be together and everything. And then as soon as she plays the song Future Days, you can see that need, like that hunger for revenge and hate, just like overcome her, which I thought was a wonderful bit of acting from Bella Ramsey. And I also love that they kept the song Future Days, even though technically that's impossible. The song was not created until, I think, late 2013, so the fact that they're adding it here is simply for people who have, played the game as like a nice little Easter egg. And considering the lyrics of the song, it's so true to Ellie and Joel's story that I am glad that they have kept it. But again, you have to suspend your disbelief just a little bit, because technically the song should not exist for them. But whatever, I'm fine with that. I also really enjoyed the addition to Dina's backstory here. I shouldn't even say addition, it's really a change, because in the game, I believe her and her sister were together after their mom had already died. And then her sister was murdered by a group of raiders at some point. But it's left kind of vague. There's not a whole lot of details. And I like the addition that she feels this constant guilt because, she decided to go out to play. And while she was gone, one guy came into the house and killed both her mom and sister. And that if she hadn't have killed him then and there, she would have spent her whole life searching for him to get that revenge, which validates Ellie, lets her know, we're on the same page here. What you saw, Joel being tortured in front of you, you deserve to have this revenge, which is, I would say, a change from the game. Dina was on board to help Ellie, but I don't think she ever, supported her need for revenge quite to that level. But there's also even a line of dialogue in the game where Dina says, if I had my sister's killers tied to a chair, I'd do worse to them, after seeing what Tommy had just done to someone from Abby's group, which to me implies that, she did not get her revenge on her sister's killers and didn't spend her life, vying revenge on them or anything. She eventually learned to let it go. This version of Dina does not seem like she would have been able to do that, which I find to be an interesting change. I actually kind of like it. The whole sequence with the stalkers in the warehouse was very tense. I again love that they're truly emphasizing how terrifying and dangerous a stalker really is, like an infected that actually strategizes and tries to flank you. They really added the correct amount of tension and horror to that situation. I really, really liked it. And an interesting place to have Jesse pop in, because, again, in the game, it was kind of flipped the other way around, where Ellie saves Jesse, but here we have Jesse saving both Dina and Ellie. I like the change, and I also like the change that Jesse is really pissed at Ellie and Dina for doing this. To me, that confirms that he did vote no at the council. It seems like he is 100% not on board with the revenge quest here and just wants to get them home as soon as possible, rendezvous with Tommy and get them out of here, which makes me wonder, since we haven't seen or heard from Tommy, does he feel the same way? Because again, if he does feel the same way as Jesse and is not on board with this revenge thing and just wants to leave, that is a very, very major change from the game that I don't think I'm going to enjoy. Because there's something later on in the game that hinges pretty heavily on Tommy wanting to get that revenge just as much as Ellie does. I won't get into the details of that, but it's a pretty important part to the character, and I'm very curious to see how they play that in the rest of the show. The park sequence was also quite tense, with the scars killing this WLF soldier in such a brutal way. It's the exact same as in the game. They string them up and then gut them while saying that little prayer, they're nested with sin, may they feel her love, I think is how it goes. But the way it was executed here was so uncomfortable, as it should be. And I love that they break that tension up with Dina getting shot with an arrow, which is both a clever way to get Dina and Jesse out of the picture for a little while so that Ellie can have this moment with Nora. But it was also just genuinely kind of unexpected. I was really not anticipating an arrow to fly across the screen and hit Dina in the leg. I should, because it's definitely pulling directly from a moment in the game that also scared the shit out of me. But then we get to the hospital with the very infamous scene from the game. And a lot of this is done one for one, dialogue-wise, where Ellie first finds her, says, you remember me? Oh yeah, you remember me. Almost all of that scene was word for word the same, down to Nora goading Ellie by saying, that little bitch deserved it. Which I do find to be a great moment, but I feel like a lot of people are going to misread it. Yes, I'm sure on a certain level, Nora does believe Joel deserved all that and is kind of gloating in Ellie's face. But I'm worried that it's going to have people cheering on the torture scene rather than seeing it for what it is, which is this really horrific and tragic moment where Ellie is losing her humanity in order to get the revenge she wants so desperately. But I did love that we finally got the spores. To me, this episode proved that the spores could have been a thing for the whole show. I still think it was a mistake for them to not have included that in the first season, but I'm very happy it's finally here now. And I both love and hate that the episode ended on the beginnings of a flashback between Joel and Ellie, which tells me we're going to get, if not a couple flashbacks in the next episode, all of them in the next episode. Which all I'll say is prepare the tissues, because I know I am going to cry a lot. If I don't, I'll be very surprised and wonder how and why I was not feeling very emotional that day. Overall, I'm going to give this episode a 9.4 out of 10, my current new favorite of the season. I think it had a good bit of action, a lot of great tension, good character moments, and finally, I'm really seeing the rage and desperation in Ellie. They've built it up very slowly, kept it under the surface for the most part, and I've been worried that they were never going to go far enough with it. But this episode finally showed that Bella Ramsey can act that way perfectly. Really embodies the character of Ellie exceptionally well here. And that it was, in fact, always a front. All her happiness and ignoring how serious this situation is to her, this is the moment where she really starts to let it out. And it's heartbreaking to watch, but very impressive in terms of acting ability. And I'm super nervous for the next episode because, again, I feel like it's going to make me cry a lot. But I'm also quite excited because we're getting to some really juicy stuff in the story. So I will see you all in that next episode, and that is about it.